what's going on?
Good morning. Welcome back to another episode. No, welcome to the Dare Show podcast. It's not another episode. I'm trying to get out of the hill getting out of the hill? What did I say that? Oh my God. Getting out of the habit of copying other podcasts. Like I want to do it my way. This is, I do talk about everything from music to reviews. This week I'm a little unprepared. A little unprepared and a little thirsty. I have some stuff I wanted to talk about, but as far as like the logistics that I normally talk about, I don't have a song of the week, but I think I want to make the song of the week BMS. It is the last week of Pride Week, but we'll talk about that when we get to there. I've been watching College Hill on BET, the revamped, whatever you want to call it, with the Celebrity Edition with Nene Leakes, Lamar Odom, Big Frida, Queen Diva. By the way, okay, so I work in a store in Northern Shreveport, and if you guys remember Melvin, who is Big Frida, who I guess at this point was one of Big Frida's managers, especially on the show. If you guys remember Melvin, I think Melvin shops at one of the stores that I work at. And I want to ask him if he, like, I have the whole scenario how I want to go about it in my head, but I'm just like, I think that's him, but I'm not sure. But I'm like 99% sure that's Melvin. Which is cool, which is interesting. So it's Big Frida, Stacey Dash. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stacey is a mess. Why does Stacey here? So they're at TSU. The TSU campus kind of looked really ghetto. It looked like, what the fuck is going on here? It looked like something like ghetto ass apartments. The entrance that they showed us. I don't know about the rest of it. So they're at TSU, and Stacey's like joining the dance team. Most of this looks organic. Everything doesn't look fake. It doesn't look reenacted. It doesn't look like it's produced. It looks like organic situations happening. Stacey goes to the dance team, and she tells us, first of all, she has been dancing for 30 years. And then she's like warming up to the dance moves. I'm like, girl, why are you going? And then like that weekend, it's one of their biggest like weekends or games or whatever. And so Stacey's like, I'm like, girl, why are you dancing when you haven't danced in 30 years and you're going to go dance at one of their biggest games or whatever? It just didn't make sense. So she's like warming up, getting the dance moves. The next day, she's back at rehearsals, and like she's pulling, the old lady card. And so the dance team captain is like, she's not having it. She's not taking it. She's like, girl, you should have been rehearsing. Any time to rehearse is a time to rehearse. You need to come more prepared. And so Stacey's like, you're not going to talk to me like that. I'm going to get out of here and leave. And so Stacey just like leaves, and it's like, what did you expect from them to do? Have like some kind of grace on you? Like you're on the dance team at this point. You're acting like you're on the dance team. Then she tells us she's been dancing in 35 years. I haven't danced in 35 years. Girl, didn't you just say you haven't danced in 30 years? It's an interesting show. Lamar Odom is disgusting. Lamar Odom is nasty. Lamar Odom, he's nasty. And it's like, they're showing a montage where it seems like they've been more, we've only seen them be there for like about like 3-4 days. But in the beginning, like first 2 episodes, it's only like 2 days. They're showing a montage, and Lamar is nasty. Lamar's ass is hanging out. His dick is printing it while he's sleeping. Lamar is a mess. Then there is the delicious Slim Thug that I'm becoming not a fan of anymore. Because Lamar and Slim are coming off as like hoes. Then there's Ray J. Ray J is a clown. And I'm just like, at what point is Ray J going to take anything seriously? Ray J is a clown. Ray J has like these 2 Rhythm Nation earrings in, which makes him look even more like a clown. Like one dangly earring, I think is like good enough. It's cute, but 2 of them is just like, it doesn't look complete. And I'm not saying it doesn't look right, it just doesn't look complete. Ray J, Nene, did I say Nene? Nene Leakes is giving beautiful energy. Like, she's not on that housewife energy. Her energy, her tone, everything is very like mellow. She looks very delicious on the show. She looks very good. Who else is on? Okay, and then there's these 2 girls. One's a rap, little somebody, I don't know, Dream Doll, I don't know. There's 2 girls. One is an influencer, one's a rapper. One is dumb as rocks. I think it's the influencer that's like, she called herself dumb pretty much. She was like, does anybody else have the feeling of not being in a room and everybody else seems to understand what's going on and you're just sitting there like, it's not clicking? I'm like, girl, I would not say that on TV. But also I'm just like, how much do these people get paid to, if it goes like, quote unquote, straight to DVD or straight to streaming nowadays, how much are y'all getting paid? Also, are they getting like, is this like a free tuition, free ride to get these certificates or whatever degree that they're going for or whatever that they're doing? I believe it is like a real situation of them getting some kind of education and then they have to like finish it. I don't know if they're going to finish it on the show or finish it off the show. But this is like a real situation, which is really cool. I think that's all the castmates. Stacey Dash. In the second episode, Stacey Dash, she isn't getting along with everybody. I didn't know Stacey was Mexican. I thought she was white. So the black and Mexican thing makes it even more like, girl, what? About looking at her political stance and how certain, sides of the political spectrum treat certain or think about certain races. So I thought she was white. The girl is half Mexican and half black. And she's not necessarily, like I said, getting along with the cast. She's isolating herself. They wanted her to interact more with the cast. So in order to do that, they all voted to switch her room. So she switched rooms with somebody. The next day, they call an ambulance shows up. They have no idea what is going on. And I kind of believe this is real. I don't know if I believe this is real. Is this real? I believe it's real. It's just I think I'm just trying to understand what's really going on also with them, because their reaction was very real / what the fuck is really going on? I think that's the main question. So an ambulance shows up to the house. Stacey Dash, the ambulance goes into her room. One of the Dream Doll, I'm going to say it was Dream Doll. Dream Doll tries to go into her room. The paramedic is so much of an asshole. She's like, you can't come in here. It's patient privacy practice or whatever, the 3P, she said. So she's like, oh, okay, I'll just leave. And so they end up taking Stacey and admitting her to the hospital. And she's like, they're taking her out on the stretcher, and Stacey's covered up like Michael Jackson. And I think Dream Doll was like, can I, ride with you to the hospital? or where are you going or whatever. And then the paramedic is still being an asshole, being like, nobody is allowed to ride in the ambulance. It's like, damn. So we're all kind of wondering what's going on with Stacey Dash. They all want to, okay. Something's up with Stacey Dash. Or production is making something up with Stacey Dash, because everybody else gave their own resume, who they are, blah, 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 blah. Stacey Dash was the only person who, I think Stacey leaves, because she's the only one who doesn't have like a confessional look. She's also the only one who, when they're talking to them, she's like talking on like a confessional couch or something. So I'm guessing Stacey leaves and they didn't give enough footage, or she, really bitched out, chickened out, was a wimp, and didn't want to deal with those kind of people. And her main issue was like, I don't party, but we can, we can do games and stuff or whatever. And they're like, okay, that's cool. Like, we just want to like get to know you and you to interact with us and be friendly. But she totally came out like, girl, you're giving Vickie Gunvalson from The Real Housewives, the ultimate girls trip. If you don't want to be here, leave. Like, you're probably not going to get all your money, which you may or may not need, but leave. Like, I don't understand. And baby, she found a way to leave. So I'm guessing Stacey is not on the show anymore after a certain amount of episodes, putting pieces together, which is unfortunate, because, or maybe she is. I don't know. Break my soul. I adore this song. Like I said last week, I feel like Break My Soul is going to be in the album, probably. It's going to be like the most relevant and most connection and most of the times album Beyonce is going to make. This song is very much of the times. It's a little late, but people are still quitting their jobs, being entrepreneurs, need that motivation, need that power. And this song, Beyonce, I've said this so many times explaining her music. Beyonce makes music. She has like corny what am I trying to say? She has like corny song titles, or catchy catchy phrases in the song. I ain't sorry, or come on girls, let's get information, or Jalavis, to the left. Looking so crazy, girl, you crazy in love. Those kind of like song titles. But this, I feel like it's a different. It's not super like automatic. Somebody listening. It's not super Break My Soul. It's not super. Sorry, I thought I heard somebody listening to me. It's not super like crazy, catchy, like cliche. It's not super cliche, and I love that about it. There's that sample, somebody Robin S sample that somebody said it was her sample, but I don't think it is, because it's definitely not credited. But the Gaye family, Marvin Gaye's estate, they have everybody on their P's and Q's so they won't get sued. I love the story that it tells, and I hope the video. I play like a video in my head every time I listen to this song, and I hope like the cover art is a taste of a video. I hope we do get a video. Are we gonna get a video? There's no video out yet. Are we gonna get like the double disc? Are we gonna get the video anthology again? She's like accustomed us to this such like fun way of listening to music now. It's like, girl, you can't just like give it up. Even though I didn't like Lemonades, I wanted videos, especially for 6-inch. But anyways, let me move along. I love the cinematic feeling. Like the only way I would have a video for BMS is if it was similar to Lady Gaga's Marry the Night. Like very cinematic. I want, the struggle of the tears. I want the struggle of, people breaking your soul at work and you trying to like have this thought of making your own business and searching around a city and trying to find resources and trying to find salvation and trying to build your own foundation with that motivation that you have. Like, I love those lyrics and I love how it just like the song just like gives a beautiful visual. And, the church hats and the gloves that she's been sporting these past years are definitely gonna like enhance and be compatible with the music I think she's made or making. But yeah, I want to see like dramatics, and I want to see like prayers, and I want to see work, and I want to see excitement, and I want to see sadness, and I want to see tears. I want to see like a theatric music video for this song. I don't know if we're gonna get that, but hopefully we do. Like, we can have a dance, like a little like dance and fun video, and then I want to see like a cinematic and theatric video. Somebody tag Beyonce because I do want. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's possibly to come. The remixes. I hope there are really good remixes coming. The song is in like different chunks, and every chunk is absolutely different. Vocally, except for maybe the chorus is kind of the same. The chorus is kind of the same, but like everything else is like in different chunks, and I feel like the song being in different chunks and like that and stuff like that, it helps to breed incredible remixes. I hope somebody get the stems, get the backgrounds. The only thing about the song that I'm a little disappointed in is I love her backgrounds. Her backgrounds are so sick, but it's like at a certain point they kind of stop, and I'm like, wait, I want to hear. It's something to get used to for this song. It's something definitely to get used to. She's also playing like that Carrie Underwood low, 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 high note, low, 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 low situation, which I found very interesting. The ending is my favorite. I'm trying to learn the words and keep up with the words. I'm gonna find a new, I think it's New Salvation, and build my own foundation, got motivation. I'm looking for, or I done found me a new foundation. I'm gonna take my new salvation and build my own foundation. Something like that. I love the ending, and I love how like the motivation, salvation, what is it? Motivation, salvation, foundation. I love how those switch it up to actually tell a story. Like, I'm looking for a new foundation, and then I done found a new salvation. I'm gonna find my new foundation. I'm gonna take this new salvation and build a new foundation. I love it. I love it. I love the lyrics. The only part that I'm not too crazy about is the rap. I don't really care about the rap, but that's it. That's just my little taste. It's cute. It's like the last thing I'm trying to learn. But yeah. And she's talking about love. I think that's really her, like, she's continuing her messaging, from me, myself, and I to get information and build your own business or be your own boss or whatever. That love part that she has, that little like bridge, I guess you would call it, where she talks about love and, looking for something that's inside of me. And that's sort of her message to the world, I believe. Because she said it, she has said that very many, many times. So, let me take a little sip of water. And we'll talk about Vickie Winans when I come back.
Next car, honey, next car.
right. Here we are. Let's continue on with the show. That watermelon, I think it's like watermelon strawberry drink. Crayon watermelon. It's so delicious. That's what I've been sipping on. I just finished it. What are you guys sipping on? What are you drinking? What are you eating? Let me know in the comments. Vickie Winans. Oh, song of the week. Let's just call it at the end. This is the last week of Pride Week. The last couple of days of Pride Week. Pride Month. BMS, Break My Soul. You Can't Break My Soul. I love it. I love it. That's the song of the week. Go check it out. I think somebody put up an acapella version, which is, sometimes the acapella versions aren't, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about that. But by Beyonce, go check it out. The album comes out in a month on July 29th. So that's exciting. I'm ready to I don't know how to pre-order it. I know that all those boxes were, I think had a pre-order in them, I guess. But how to pre-order the actual album. I know you can pre-save it, but I want to buy this album. So we'll see. The only thing about Break My Soul that is very confusing right now is that it's been at the top of all these charts, iTunes charts on this country, iTunes charts on that country. But it debuted at number 15 on Billboard. I'm very disappointed. I'm very confused. It really should have been a debut #1 single. That's why, everybody wants to talk about iTunes and it's at the top of Spotify and the world charts. Well, why did it debut at number 15 on Billboard if it's at the top of all of these charts? I guess we'll see where it goes from here. But this is weird, and I believe this is like a really great track, and the momentum and everybody's, it's on TikTok, it's popping on TikTok, I guess, I think. So I'm just confused. I'm confused, and I feel like somebody's lying. And Billboard, they need to get it together, because instead of reporting on music adjacent news, you need to be reporting on what's really going on in the music industry streets. Vickie Winans. So this clip of Vickie Winans went completely viral this past week. I love Vickie Winans. Shake yourself loose. And then my favorite, long. I love me some Long as I Got King Jesus. Miss Vickie Winans, she loves the internet. She loves the love. She loves the exposure. She's just like that old school, but understands sort of the new school and new money that's out there. Not even old school. I'm not gonna call her old school in the old thinking way. Maybe it's just because her age and she's very, classic in a way about, how she maneuvers. But she's very much new school and the money out there and the exposure and social media like that. She went viral talking about she was hoarse. And this video shows her completely dodging, going, I don't even know how to explain it without being nasty. Completely being nasty. I don't even know how to explain it, you guys. She said she was hoarse in the video. She was doing her theatrics with a towel. But she said she was hoarse in the video. I don't know if she was hoarse or not. To me, Vickie Winans, of course, she doesn't sing like she used to, especially after, I believe, the early 2000s when she, lost weight and then she had vocal surgery. I think there were nodules. She had nodules removed or something like that. And now, she's almost 70. She's in her late 60s. And, she's like, well, the pandemic, no shade. My tweet was like, no shade. I had to start with that. And I'm starting off here with no shade. But Vickie Winans, she doesn't sing like she used to. And I think she kind of refrains from singing a lot. I don't think she's putting on like full concerts like that. I think she'll like give you a little message and, hum to a couple of her hits. But I don't think the voice is there as much as she wants to claim it on being hoarse and her, doing like 3 shows back to back and her doctor was not pleased with her doing that or whatever. I'm just like, I don't think the voice is there like that anymore. And it's okay. Like, she's talented in many other ways. For her, it's okay because she's talented in many other ways. But her justification, she made a post about it. Then she went live with somebody on Instagram talking about it, and I was just like, Vickie Winans is not having it. First of all, she knows the game about the social media stuff, and then she's trying to defend herself, and I'm just like, it's okay, Vickie. It's completely okay. You're Vickie Winans. You put in your work. You don't need to like defend yourself like that, but it's okay. It's a funny video. It's an interesting situation that she was doing. But anyways, so the BET Awards were this past Sunday. Nobody, every week, every year, the BET Awards come around and it's just like, okay, whatever. Taraji, I believe, hosted it again. I think she's hosted it before. Taraji B. Henson. One picture, she looked like Patti LaBelle. I was like, girl, what does Patti do? Oh, that's Taraji. By the way, Patti LaBelle is out here singing, continuously doing shows. And she sounds amazing. She sounds amazing. She looks amazing. I want another live Patti album. I've been saying this for years. I've tweeted her. I've said it on the podcast. I need another Patti LaBelle album. But anyways, so the BET Awards was this weekend, and it just wasn't, I think people were roasting it a little bit more than they were enjoying it. GIVEON. I want to talk about ear-ins. The GIVEON situation. I guess, homeboy, I don't know if he's sold 1 million records or 10 million records, or what Instagram says. Instagram says 10 million. Twitter said 1 million of whatever album he has out. I don't know what's going on with that. But GIVEON, his voice is weird. I don't understand how... I'm not going to say that. I was going to say, I don't understand how he, got in the industry, is considered talented, which isn't nice to say, but his voice is different, and it's not palatable sometimes. So, GIVEON sang, and he was, tapping on his microphone. He couldn't hear in his ear-ins, and I'm just like, these new singers, they need to learn how to sing without the ear-ins. And that's the whole, Mariah thing. Mariah, I think Mariah was, one of the first people who I realized, back in, during, the emancipation days, that she had, an ear-in. I remember we were like, why is Mariah always, pushing her ear? Not literally her ear in, but literally pushing her ear in. But we now know it's she's pushing her ear in, the device that... Which is it's such a weird concept, the ear in, because it's you can hear everything, but then a sound person is controlling it, and at any point in time you cannot hear anything. I'm trying to remember who was that. I don't know, but many singers backstage are I can't hear anything in my ear-ins, and all I hear is music, or turn this up, or they're pointing to this I love those moments when they're like pointing to the sound engineer, turn me up or turn this up or turn that down or whatever. Um, I just find the ear-ins so fascinating. Yeah, I just find them so fascinating. Like, and then, Giveon, he can hear himself. So, I've just, like I said, y'all need to learn how to sing without the earrings because that's what, Aretha, Patty, Gladys, and the Temptations, and Diana, all these singers, and they all sang without the earrings. They were completely fine. I'm sure, take that piece out and hear yourself and get to singing. Learn how to adapt and learn how to function because you should know when you're, well, I'm not going to say you should know, but I guess if you like everything is loud enough, you can't really hear yourself if you're off key. But if you, take that ear in out and push it, ear, put your finger up in your ear, you can hear. I feel like it's a lazy excuse now. And it's too many it's too many earring issues, and I feel like at a certain point, it might be a little sabotage going on in the industry with the earrings, but it's just a mess, and it's not a great performance. And Mariah, I brought up Mariah because she was the first person that I realized that wore those, and she, backstage, of back behind the scenes of her Mimi concerts. She like talked about how she had these earrings, so she's like, well, since I have to wear them, I might as well, put diamonds on them and stud them up, and then she, studded up the microphone and the microphone stand, and she's like, I'll just wear it as like a piece of jewelry. She's so funny. Yeah, those earrings, they get you every time. I remember Beyonce. If I'm not mistaken, Beyonce used to wear one earring. And then when did she start wearing two? I don't know. Because she's good with like hiding them. She's also good. She doesn't have too many like fuck up mistakes with her earrings, which is interesting. Like Mariah has some mistakes, and other people have questionable behavior with their production engineers, but B is always like on a good repertoire with certain themes. But I think it was like the I Am tour, she started wearing two, but the Beyonce experience, she was wearing one, and I think like on the Destiny Child, she was wearing one too. I remember Kelly took hers out. She's like, I want to hear y'all sing, and it's so weird how you can only hear what's going on stage, but you have to take them out to hear like the audio. It's weird. But I think Beyonce, like, oh, here we go with Beyonce again. I think on the Miss Carter show, they like incorporated the audience sound into her earrings so she wouldn't really have to take them out. I don't know. I think that's all I wanted to talk about for this episode of the Dare Show podcast. I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching and listening to the Flame review by Patti LaBelle I did. I'm trying to think, was there anything I missed on that? Somebody did say like Ann Nesby wrote when you talk about love, and she was a part of like making the Patti LaBelle sound back then. And I forgot, yeah, she wrote that, and she also wrote co-wrote on the right kind of love I never need. Where's B Slade, Patty? B Slade really gives that energy, that B Slade energy. I hope everything's okay. I think he might be working on something, a different project. But that B Slade energy, I've just realized, like, I feel like he's only been working with her for a couple of years, but he's been working for her, I think, for like 5 years now. I think after Winbush left, what's his name? Aaron Winbush? I forget his name. The Winbush dude, Patty would only have like one male singer. one male background singer. And so the Wimbish dude, he's gone on to like American Idol and touring with like Tori Kelly and like singing, like he's gone on to some very delicious things. But I hope Beach Slate is good. I believe Patty is playing at Essence Fest this weekend, so we'll see about that. She had some really great moments during one of her last shows, a couple of the last shows. One lady, she had like cancer and she was given 6 months to live, and she was giving her testimony, like, she would play Patti LaBelle's music. 6 months later, she's still here and she's so grateful to see Patti. She's like, I gotta see Patti, and she's out here seeing Patti. Also, another little clip that's been going around of Patti talking about her shoes. I think she was in like, I'm not gonna remember, but she was somewhere. She was like, I let these heifers look at my shoes and they end up stealing my shoes. Yeah, stop to stealing Patty's shoes. I remember at my concert, I think I've said this before, but I remember at my concert, at the end of the concert, Patty's like, where are my shoes? And she's like, girl, you can't take my shoes home. It was funny. It was a whole thing. Did I get that on camera? I think I did. I'm going to go see. But anyways, thank you guys for supporting this podcast and this channel on YouTube, The Dare Show. And I appreciate it so much. I appreciate you guys commenting and let me know your favorite songs and favorite moments. Everything. I'm trying to do much better with the reviews and try to get, accurate information in. But yeah, thank you for listening, and I'll be back next week, and we'll talk next week. Also, check out the YouTube channel. I've also been going live. I talked about Madonna's remix album that came out, Finally Enough Love. I talked about the Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip. I think it was like episode 1 through 3. You can always go check those lives out. It's just me talking and on another platform, which is YouTube. But thank you for listening. Bye.